Just trying to survive and learn to love along the way by Foreplay on AO3. Episode 92. Chapter 92 of Support and a Proposal. Things are quiet. Not that Hitoshi was expecting anything different. This is his very first patrol. Unlike some of his classmates, he did not go out during his internship. He was not gonna lie, it was pretty boring. Hitoshi feels just about ready to fall asleep standing up. Pair the late hour with his regular insomnia, and you get one exhausted 15-year-old. It's not only the crime that's quiet tonight, they're not talking. At all. Sure, they can excuse it with them being cautious, but it's making things super awkward. Although Hitoshi doesn't know what he would say to his boyfriend's father to make it less so. Hypnos. Hitoshi jerks out of his thoughts, nearly stumbling off of their roof. Yes, sensei? He regains his balance in time for his teacher to look at him. But judging by the smirk on his lips, Aizawa sensei knows exactly what just happened. There's something I've been meaning to talk to you about. Aizawa sensei's tone is serious. Hitoshi takes a deep breath. Is this about Izuku? Probably. He and their teacher haven't been alone since he started dating his son. He thinks the man likes him, but things always change when a relationship is involved. Have you considered support gear? What? Aizawa sensei takes in his blank stare and continues. Like mine, your quirk isn't physical at all. There's an activation requirement. We've been working on hand-to-hand fighting in class, but villains with long-distance quirks won't let you get close. Support gear can only make your life easier. This isn't at all where Hitoshi thought this was going. When I was a kid, all I wanted was a capture scarf like yours. But that's not really my style anymore. Do you have any ideas? Hitoshi shakes his head. That's alright. We can talk to the support course, and they could help you find something you like. Hitoshi nods, a small smile on his face. One more thing. If you hurt my son, I'll kill you. Aizawa sensei jumps off the roof, as soon as the words leave his mouth. Aizawa sensei was right. The support course found him something. Found him about 1,000,000 somethings. After nearly falling asleep in his morning classes, Hitoshi thought he was in major trouble when his teacher asked him to stay once the lunch bell rang. Instead, his teacher gave him directions for the support course. He'd made Hitoshi an appointment for after school with one of the first-year students, Hatsumi Mei. So here he sat, at a lone desk, in the workshop, as Hatsumi rambled about her 10th invention in as many minutes. He just needed something simple, some sort of weapon. Maybe Sight Sensei would teach him how to shoot. What he doesn't need is scary flight boots that Hatsumi is currently showing him. She swears it's an improved version of the one she showcased at the sports festival, but Hitoshi has no desire to fly. Hatsumi, well, this is all really cool. It's not really what I'm looking for. I need something that'll help me fight. She looks pensive for a moment before turning to her pile of dimensions. How about this? Will his wild dreams come true? The gun in her hand says that they just might. This is a grappling hook. While useful for reaching high places, it could also help you catch criminals and give you some extra leverage when fighting them. Hitoshi has to admit, it looks pretty cool. Sounds even better. Hatsumi must see something in his eyes, because she shoves the gear into his hands and turns back to her table. She comes back with a small foot-long rod that Hitoshi could easily attach to the belt of his hero costume. Or, when he finally finds a design he likes, he could even get some sort of holder built in. He needed to anyways for his grappling hook. Hatsumi presses a button on the side of the pole, and it extends into a long staff. Something that could really help in a fight. Without a word, she snaps it in half. She laughs at the look on his face before twisting the parts together and making them stick. I'm sure you guessed what it is. What you haven't guessed is that we can electrify it. Unfortunately, that can't happen until second year, but it's something to keep in mind. These are all so cool, but is there someone on staff who could teach me how to use these? The weapons would be useless if he didn't have a proper teacher. Of course there is! Eraserhead is one who suggested these to me in the first place. Aizawa-sensei had already known what he liked. Of course he did. The man knows everything. Can I go with these then? Hatsumi grinned, wild and scary. Of course you can. I'll just need to make a few adjustments before they can be added to your hero costume. These are just the prototypes. Hitoshi nods, feeling excited. Once properly trained, these weapons will give him an edge. He'd already had a bit of a one with his voice modifier, but now he's at an even bigger advantage. He'll take what he could get. Alright, now get out. Unless you want to be my guinea pig. Hitoshi shakes his head quickly. He'd heard stories of what happens with Hatsumi's guinea pigs. He doesn't want to get blown up. Hitoshi escapes as quickly as possible, only to run into Aizawa-sensei as soon as he exits the room. Shinsou, perfect timing. Have you made a decision? Hitoshi squints at him before answering. I'm sure you know. His teacher nods, smirk in place. How do you feel about training today? Izuku's at his work study. They move away from the support classroom and towards the front doors of the school. While he is exhausted and should probably sleep, Hitoshi nods. Training with Aizawa-sensei should be interesting, especially if he's going to start him with his support gear. Hitoshi has been in the hero course for a while now. He has never had private training before. Sure, he's joined Izuku a couple of times, but the sessions have never been focused solely on him and his progress. He knows a few of his classmates have private sessions regularly, and he's always been a little envious. Izuku, of course, trains with his dads. Ever since the training camp, Kaminari has had sessions with their teacher, working on improving his quirk and reducing the side effects. Kirishima has weekly sessions with Present Mike, although he's not sure if it's physical training or working on his sign language. He's even heard Bakugou having loud discussions with Aizawa-sensei about training regiments. He's eager to be part of that small group that trains privately with their teachers. Some people may see it as ending extra help, but Hitoshi disagrees. This is some part of it, but he also sees it as their teacher wanting them to succeed. Their teacher has had enough faith in them being heroes, that they're willing to put in the extra work for them. Hitoshi already feels honored that Aizawa-sensei, the Eraserhead, offered him a work study. To have the extra time put in, the extra effort for his idol, makes him feel elected. Hitoshi only hopes that he doesn't disappoint. Alright, okay. Oh shit, we're not rearing the end. We still have like 30 episodes left. A little more than 30 episodes left. But God, we're reaching that point where like in a month it's gonna be gone. This series is a long one. It's not as long as what's it called? The Mastermind, not Mastermind. It wasn't Mastermind. It was what's it called? God, fuck. It was by Clouds. My head in the clouds not coming down. A cheat code. Support strategist. I'm actually looking back at some of the ones that I've done before, and depending on the quality of what it is, I might redo them because the quality of my videos have vastly improved. And I kind of want to keep the same quality to most of my videos. So I might redo the beginning ones because like the beginning ones you could tell that I was reading. You get what I mean? Like it sounded like I was reading, right? Or I've noticed that now it's sure there's times where like it does sound like I'm reading because like what the fuck? But I'm not perfect, but back then, like, oh my god, it literally sounds like I'm sitting down and I'm reading out loud for class. And it's like, not necessarily monotone, where it's like, ugh, I can't listen to this, but it's to the point where it's like, okay, I could tell that you're new to this. And I'm like, oh, look, a little baby echo, destroy it. So I might actually redo those. I'm actually thinking of putting some videos on Spotify. So that's something that you guys should be looking forward to, right? And for the Spotify thing, I think I am gonna go ahead and go back and redo some of my videos. I think for Spotify, I'm just gonna have a higher quality to everything. I'm gonna post the Spotify remakes here in YouTube as well. But I think for Spotify specifically, I'm going to, what's it called? I'm gonna go ahead and just redo them and add some sound effects, add some background music and all that stuff. So those are definitely going to be ones that I'm probably going to be doing and recording, but not posting as I record. Like just have a catalog of them. And once I'm completely done, start posting them, right? And that's probably going to take up the 5 p.m. slot. Definitely going to take up the 5 p.m. slot. and it's gonna be like everyday kind of thing. It's gonna take up the 5 p.m. slot. I'm probably gonna have, instead of like short, videos, I'm probably gonna make it so that they're longer, like, longer chapters or stuff like that, right? At the very least, like 30 minutes each. Like, that's something that you guys should be looking forward to. It's probably not gonna happen anytime soon. As I said, I am starting a new job. I've said this before, I'm starting a new job, so expect my schedule to become hectic. I'm still gonna be uploading. I have a catalog of like 2-3 episodes ahead of time, and I'm gonna try to slowly lengthen that with days that I don't work, days that I come out early, stuff like that, depending on my work hours and stuff like that. I'm gonna try to keep it so that my 3 daily episodes, 3 daily chapters, not chapters, but 3 daily videos, episodes, are continuously being posted. But as I said before, it's hectic. We're getting into a time where like things might change for me, stuff like that. So just know that things are changing. Also reminds me, I need to go fight with YouTube because I need to get paid. All right, the number on there is looking too big for me not to get paid. Okay, all right, that number is too big. Okay, I'm sad and I'm lonely and I want my money. Okay, all right. I need that. All right, so I could buy games and buy more merch. For the most part, most of that money is gonna go into savings to fund my trips to Wisconsin, because Wisconsin and significant other, okay? Just know that by watching this video, you are funding me being gay. Thank you very much for watching. Like, thank you for funding me being gay. Thanks. Appreciate it. Love it. I'm also gonna start doing a lot more lives. As I said, I'm going into that area where it's like my schedule is vastly changing and stuff like that, and I'm trying to do a bunch of projects. I'm not sure if the Halloween special's coming anytime soon. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I haven't sat down and wrote that. It is something that I still want to do, but as I said, the Spotify thing is a project that I've been trying to do for months, and it's something where it's like, okay, I need to sit down, I need to do this, but I haven't done it, and I think I'm finally gonna sit down and do it. But as I said, it's gonna be hectic. It's gonna be hectic. I'm gonna have a hectic time, right? So I can't wait. I can't wait to just do this and do all this and have fun with this, So yeah. Anyways, as always, my raindrops. Make sure to eat, sleep, drink water, take your meds. Have a wonderful day or night. Link to my Discord server and socials are down in the description. Subscribe to see more of my content, and thank you so much for watching.